What's going on, y'all? We're going to get started in a second. About to send this link out, then we're going to go ahead and get started. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, what's going on, y'all? So we're going to go ahead and get started. There's a few pairs I want to look at. We went for a gold buy yesterday. Ended up hitting SL, but it is pushing back up. So we're just going to wait a little bit to see if it can break back above the daily zone. If it can, we'll possibly look for a buy setup. It did break above it, but it's doing a nice retest. So of course, we're going to wait to see what happens during London session to see if it can stay above this level. But if it fails to, then we'll probably look for a possible sell setup because this is a strong level. So we're going to see if it can continue to stack up to possibly take out this high today. We do have some news going down later on today in New York session that we do have to keep in mind. But yeah, currently it is rejecting that level. But we're going to look back at it in a couple candlesticks to see what it's trying to do. Because of course, overall, the daily time frame is still bullish. We have some huge pushes up. Then it did a nice retest on the strong support resistance level that we can see right here. We can clearly see how it's being treated as support level here, resistance, support level, then support level here when price came after price broke above it and did a nice retest. And now it's currently on this daily level here. We're struggling to break past this level here where I have this green line at. That's why I have this marked off. Because we can see right here, again, we're on the daily time frame, how this has highest price went, rejected right there. Also how this was being treated as support level here. Also how the past few days, including yesterday, it's failed to either close above it. It's hit it before, but it's failed to even break above it and stay above it. So we're going to see if it can do it today, or if price is going to drop back down to try to fill some of these imbalances. So that's what we're going to be looking at for today, gold wise. But we're going to leave that thing alone for now. We're probably going to look back at this going into when that first London session candle comes out. So we're going to go ahead and look at some currency pairs, so we can look for some possible setup. We had a good day yesterday. Gold was the only trade that hit SL, but we had 4 other trades at TPs. We'll go over that in a second. I just want to look and see what some of these pairs are doing. So I'm looking for your JPY sell. It was kind of stuck at this level. As you can see, it's still stuck there. Hasn't really broken past this level of price. So we're going to see if it can do so today. Did a nice rejection, so it might try to do it today. So we're going to keep an eye on that one. Also can see a potential Euro New Zealand sell. I was waiting for this setup yesterday, but as you can see, last time I had this level of price marked off because the price can close and stay underneath this level and treat as resistance. We have a high chance of price continuing to drop down and catching some pips. So that's what we're going to be looking for, because what was this? On Monday, we missed this setup. So waiting for the next setup, and then we go on a bigger time frame. We can just see if I zoom out how price has just been making new lows. We can clearly see how price has just been making new lows. Ever since hit this lower price last month, it's created a nice wall here. It's attempted to break it. After multiple weeks, it's failed, and ever since then, it's just been dropping and making new lows, as you can see. So I'm waiting for price to break underneath here so we can make a new lower low. Because right now we're currently at the lowest price has been since the downtrends began, and we see when price at this level, it came back up, retested this daily zone. From the support level, it got treated as a resistance and then broke back down, and we see price currently trying to drop. So I just want to see if it can break underneath this level here, where we see this wick at, and where we see these two candlesticks close above and reject. And if it can do so, we can possibly catch some pips on the downside. We caught a nice sell on GN yesterday, GBP New Zealand. We'll go over that in a second. But so far, I do like how that's looking. So don't be surprised if we jump in on that. Now let's go look at some other pairs. Euro AD, I'm gonna leave alone for now. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that alone for now. Euro CAD, we're gonna see if it can stay above this daily level and possibly look for a buy setup. Because Canadian pairs were moving yesterday. Indice wise, the indices kind of stayed in the same level price, kind of like how gold did. If we look at gold, this is literally gold all from yesterday, the 29th. And then this is Monday. After this is Monday right here. So literally after it broke above this 4-hour level, price literally just ranged here for an entire day. And now we're back here. We see a nice rejection work off this level. So we possibly could see price break these highs right here and possibly come up to 1763, 1764 today. That's what I'm looking for. We went for that yesterday, but as you can see, price just struggled to even break that level, came down, dropped, and now we're back right here. Kind of similar to what GC did to us on Monday. GC did that to us on Monday. So we were originally went for this buy on Monday. This was a members only trade. Was in drawdown all day. Then it came back up. Then on stream, we entered this move, caught about 50 pips there live. Make sure to check out yesterday's stream out. And now it's currently right back at the daily level, respecting it. So we could possibly look for another buy setup if it respects it and wants to try to break back above this level. But for now, we're just going to watch it and leave it alone. Euro CHF. Let's see Euro CHF. So too. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, so we're just going to wait and see what the next couple of 15-minute candlesticks are going to look like. I want to catch a GJ setup, another sell setup. We've been catching sells. We caught a buy like last week, but for the most part, as you can see, we've been catching sells, catching this wave down. But the next setup would be at this 4-hour level where it's currently at. But as you can see, prices failed to break and stay underneath this level here multiple times since yesterday, which will have it marked off. So a price similar to EN, if price can stay underneath this level, then I'll go for the sell setup. So it's going to be patiently waiting for that to see if price can do so. Caught a nice sell in GN yesterday. And it's almost at the next level. So we're going to see if we can continue to dump because we caught a nice sell on Monday and yesterday on this. Inside on oil for the day. Yeah, I got you. Give me a second. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and let the members know that GN just at the bottom of the zone. All right, so we're going to see how GN can react to this. It continues to try to break underneath this level. It hasn't really been underneath this level in a while. As you see, the last time it's been in here is the beginning of the month. I went over this on the stream yesterday, I believe, or it was just strictly for the members. I forgot. I know I made a video going over this, but as you can see, for the entire month, it's just been ranging here, and we've been catching the sales for while it's been in this box between these two blue levels. What time is it? Okay, we got 5 minutes but to pop up. But this is the lowest it's been. It hasn't really touched it since like a week or two ago. So if we can break under and stay underneath this level, we could look for a third entry or another sell setup for GN because we had a nice sell. Caught the original entry, we're up like over 150 pips, and then the second entry we're up like 80 something pips. So we're going to see how price reacts to this level here. We got a nice wall right here. We got a wall here. We also got a wall of price right here. I'm trying to figure out what level I want to mark off. I might just mark off this for now. I'm going to do that. Got a lot of wicks. Yeah, so we're going to see how it reacts to this wall right here. And then I'm just going to mark this off because you can see all these wicks. This is the lowest price has been since it's broken underneath this level. So wouldn't be surprising if price hits that rejects, but you can see it hit the daily zone and it hit that orange line and it's rejecting off of it. Doesn't mean it won't be able to break down later on, but still can be just waiting to see if it can break underneath that level. And if it can, we'll look for another sell setup. But this is the sell we caught on Monday. This is the sell we caught on Tuesday. We called this one live. Did a few retracements, then dumped back down. Let's see here. So we're going to keep an eye on that one. GPAUD, same thing. Did a nice retracement after hitting all TPs, and now it's dumping back down. Price does this a lot of times, especially with this strategy, because again, this is these are zones based off the daily and the 4-hour levels. So sometimes what happen in one day, but beginning of the week might take a couple days to break through those levels. So not surprising it's doing that. Let's go back to real quick. And I got you on the oil thing. I'm going to look at oil in a second. The price is trying to push back up. Yes, I might go for around 2 on gold, depending on what the next candlestick looks like. Let's go ahead and look at these other pairs real quick. New Zealand's just been in its own world, so we're just going to leave that alone for now. Going to leave that alone. It's not a good entry. All right, New Zealand USD, kind of similar to, I think it was like Eurocast, something like that. Going to see how it reacts to this level. We can see it touch this orange line is rejecting. So if we can break and stay above that wall of price, we could look for a potential buy setup, especially since gold is pushing up as well. So there's a good sign that the other USD pairs could potentially try to push up as well. Now, stop loss wise, I don't want to do a crazy stop loss. I've been trying to make my stop loss a little tighter. So I could just put it right there. Nice 1 to 2 risk to reward. Yeah, so I'm going to keep an eye on that one. Now, the Zealand JPY looking a little bit different from the other JPY pairs. It is showing that it's breaking below this level, so we could look for a possible buy setup. We're going to wait to see, of course, what the next 15 looks like. Next couple 15-minute candlesticks look like. But this is a strong level of price. Hit this wall here, rejected it, bounced off, like we can see right there. Just like price did the same thing there multiple times. This was like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. So not surprising it's reacting off that level. So I want to see how it's going to react off this wall right here, because it's a nice little wall here and here. I want to see if it's going to be able to break through that, or if it's going to try to break through that. But I do like how that's looking right there. So let me see what the other JPY pairs are up to. Out of curiosity. Okay, GJ is doing the same thing. All right, yeah. So we're going to see what the next candlestick looks like. We got about a minute. So while we're doing that, let's go ahead and look at oil. So again, oil's been dumping the past couple weeks. Last week hit this 4 weeks, see a nice rejection wick up, push price back above this daily level, and it's pushing up as you can see. So what I'm looking for is to see if price is going to be able to respect this 4-hour level, or if price is going to break this 4-hour level and come to the daily zone and see how it reacts to either one of those levels. Now we can see right here, it did do a nice rejection yesterday. It didn't do the full move. It came immediately back up here. And as you can see for the past 4, 8, 12, 69 as well, it's showing here. We're going to see what it decides to do today to see if it's going to try to drop again, look for a possible sell setup, or if it's going to break above this 4-hour level. The 4-hour level, I got it marked off around like 79.50, 79.55. And then the daily level below it, I got that at like 76.45, 76.35, 76.40. Then the daily zone above that, I have it at like 81.60. So this is going to be watching that for now. Usually don't jump into that until closer to New York. So I'm going to try to do the same thing because it kind of was just chilling in place like all the USD pairs were yesterday. So we're going to see if today will help push price. Plus it's Wednesday, so volume should be up a little bit more. But going into New York, straight into New York, we got the ADP non-farm employment for the USD. Then we got the prelim GDP. Then right after that, about 2 hours later, we got the JOLTS job openings. And then at 1:30, we got Fed speaking. So that's the only thing really. We got some orange folder news for the euro at 5 a.m. CPI, and then core CPI. That's about it for today. Then tomorrow we got right before London CHF CPI, and then right into New York USD core price index. Then 10 a.m. ISM manufacturing PMI. That's about it. And then Friday, same thing. New York session, pretty normal. USD and Canada usually has some stuff going down at least once or twice a week going on in New York session. So we got the unemployment rate for Canada and the employment change. Then for USD, we got the NFP unemployment rate and then average hourly earnings. So usually the one on Friday, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some spikes or manipulation in the market. We could possibly see that today as well. But Friday, for sure, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of that going down. So we're going to see. But we're going to be live. Me and the members are going to be live today, New York, just for a little bit, just to see how price reacts to that news, USD-wise. See if we can do something with the indices and or gold and oil and also the other USD pairs. But we're just going to go from there. So let's go back to gold real quick and see what that's up to. So gold's pushing back up. Yeah, so it might be around 2 for gold. We're going to see though. I want to wait at least the next 5-minute candlestick to see if we can break this right here, this lower right here. But it is looking like it's trying to. They do a nice retest. Yeah, so we're going to come back to that in a second. Let's look at these other pairs I was looking at. Euro CAD I was looking at. Let's see what that's up to. Euro CAD's pushing back up. So there's another wall right here. I'm going to lower it a little bit. I want to see how it reacts to this wall right here. Hey, no problem, Chris. Yeah, so I'm going to see how it reacts to this wall right here. If we can break and stay above that wall, we might look for a buy setup. We got a little wall here at around 40.85, 40.80, but if we can break that level, we could possibly see it come as high as 41.20, 41.25, which isn't bad at all. Even right there is a 1 to 2, full move would be a 1 to 3. I'm just going to put the stop loss underneath this wall right here, but also underneath this one too, underneath the daily zone, just to give it a little bit of wiggle room to do its thing, just in case it does need to do a little retracement before the pump. Yeah, so gold, again, is looking very similar to this candlestick. So we're going to let that do its thing for a little bit and see if it can break that level. So we're going to go back to that. But I like how EuroCAD is looking. So we're going to see if EuroCAD can break that level. Let's go back to GC, see what that's up to. Because we saw that was retracing last time. We'll see if it's doing the same thing. So daily, and you see it's pushing back up. So we could potentially look for another buy setup. Probably going to wait for the next 15. I'm going to get rid of this wall right here because that don't really matter right now. So I hit the daily that was retesting. It's respecting it, which is a good sign. So we're going to see if it can break the previous high from yesterday and or do the complete move, because the complete move would be about 1 to 2, almost 1 to 3 risk to reward. Could do the stop loss a little bit tighter. I might keep the same stop loss. I might just put it right here, honestly. I don't know. I'll do that for now. But you see it broke above and it's rejecting right underneath that level, which is why we had that level marked off. So let's not forget about the JPY pairs though, because New Zealand JPY is looking bullish. GJ is pushing back up as well. New Zealand retail level. How do you feel about gold? I want to look for a buy setup. Just waiting a little bit to see. We went for a buy yesterday, hit a sell. Because again, price didn't really go anywhere all day yesterday. Like this is all yesterday. It just chilled after 4 hour level. It just chilled at this daily zone. Came down, hit SL, came back to the daily zone, did a nice retest, and it's looking like it's trying to pump up. So I do want to look for a buy setup on gold. Just waiting to see what this candlestick does. If it can break past this level here. If it can, I'll probably go for a buy. But that's what I'm looking for right now. For gold at least. Until it shows me otherwise. GBPJPY did just break back above that level. New 5-minute did just start. So we're going to wait for the next 15-minute candlestick. I believe we're going to wait for the next 15, at least the next 5-minute, just to see how price reacts to being above there. GJ is pushing up as well. So we're going to see how we're going to wait for the next 15 for this one as well. But New Zealand JPY was showing that it was trying to push up. So we're going to see how price reacts to this wall right here. Got this nice wall of price right here. Currently is above it, but we're going to see if it can close and stay above it or if it's going to reject it. Yeah, no problem. I got you. Yeah, so we got a couple potential setups that we're looking at. GC, GJ possible. Let's go back to NJ. Yeah. So I like how that's looking. So we might be looking for a buy setup on the JPY pairs. Let's see here. The GBPCHF is pumping back up pretty nicely. But again, this is the first candlestick going into London. So I'm just going to patiently wait because there is a nice wall here. So it's most likely retreat like it's doing right now because we do have a nice wall right here. Right near this price right here. Could push it up even higher. Got like a wall right there. So we're going to see how it reacts to that level there. But it is a good sign right there. But again, it's just the first candlestick. I want to see how this one closes. Gold is attempting to push up some more. Yeah, but it's kind of just chilling right there. So yeah, so we want to wait and see what the next candlestick looks like. But I do like how these are looking so far. So we got about 2 minutes till the next 5 minutes starts. Yeah, but I like how these are looking. Let's go back to EuroCAD. EuroCAD struggling to break that level. GBPCHF. Yeah, and you see GBPCHF rejected that level, which is why I just want to be excited. Because again, my strategy is based off the daily and the 4 hour levels. So I'm not really, going for like a little scalp setup. I can if I want to, but for the most part, I'm trying to catch the entire daily candlestick. For example, GN. Speaking of which, let's look back at GN. Yeah, so hit the daily objective, which is not a surprise there. But if we go on the daily candlestick, daily time zone, we can see that we later caught the daily candlestick this day and yesterday. So the past 2 days, we caught the entire daily candlestick. And of course, the bigger the time frame, the bigger the candlesticks, the more pips you catch. So I can patiently wait, a few candlesticks for a chance to catch the entire move for the day. So I have no problem doing that. So yeah, so I like how these are looking. So we got a new 5 minute about to start, and we see gold rejecting that level. It's a strong wall right here that for the past hour prices failed to close and break above. So I want to see if price can do that. This candlestick, new 5 minute just started. Let's go back to GC. Yeah, so it's really tempting. See what this JPY is up to. Surprising. Not making a move here. And plus, again, London session did just start. Let's go back to GJ and see what that's up to. Okay, so it is back above that level. Let me get rid of some of these lines because we don't need these. These are for like from like the other day. Let's clean this chart up some. All right, yeah, so we're gonna wait for the next 15 to see what's going to happen or what price we're going to try to do. Gold is attempting to try to break that level again. Yes, I might write some of these up because I do like how these are looking. So I'm gonna write some of these up, but I'm still gonna wait for the next 15 to see what that's going on, what that's trying to do. But I do like how this is looking. The GC is kind of just chilling right there now. Whoops, it's not going up. It's going to 15. It is trying, as we can see, which is a good sign. Let me see what this is up to. I was looking for a sell setup for this as well. But of course, the other JPY pairs are pushing up, so it makes sense why this one is. This one's still underneath the daily zone. So again, I'm not going to jump the gun or anything yet. We're still going to wait to see what the next candlesticks look like. The app's a little bit different. You can't see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen now, because it's raining hard as hell outside right now. And my members know, like, the area I live in, like, when it rains hard, like, it just makes the signal, like, go really crappy. But let me know if y'all can see my screen right now. Okay, let me pull it up on YouTube on my phone so I can see myself. Yeah, it's the rain outside. The rain be fucking up my Wi-Fi and the signal. So give me a second. Let me see if I can fix it. Let me see some. Yes, I like how these are looking right here. You can see chart, but names are very blurry. Let me pull it up and see. Refresh the stream, exit out and redo go on the stream and see if that helped. Cause I just opened it on my phone and I can see it pretty clear. So maybe reopen it and see if that fixes it, y'all. Cause I just pulled it up on my phone and I can see everything pretty clearly. Let me see if I can hear myself. See if that fixes it, y'all. So I just pulled it up on my phone and I can see everything pretty clearly. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so see what that fixes it for y'all, because it's looking good on my end. My bad, y'all. I'm typing some stuff up. But new 15 did just start. Let me know that fixed it for y'all though. But new 15 did just start, and so we're about to see if we can hop into some trades. About to see if we can hop into something. Yeah, so I like how gold's trying to break that level. Let me see what the other pairs are up to. Like the first 5-minute candlestick. The Euro CAD just broke above that level 2. So I do like that as well. So we might be jumping into something. I like what GC did as well. GC did close above that level. Let's see what NJ's up to. NJ ended without a wick. Yeah, so we might be jumping into some stuff soon. I do like what I'm looking at right now. So we might try to go for a nice little setup here. Yeah, so we're gonna wait at least first 5 minutes of this candlestick before we jump in on anything. But I do like how some of these pairs are looking right now. So I'm gonna write some of these up. But yeah, I like how NJ's doing that. Yeah, I like this right here. Yeah, so I'm gonna write some of these up. But of course, before we enter anything, let me go ahead and post this disclaimer out so I don't forget. Oh, it's better? Okay, bet. Yeah, so if that happens again, usually that'll fix it. But yeah, it's just the rain. Like where I stay at, when it rains hard. And when it rains hard, like it just messes everything up. Like Wi-Fi, phone signal, 5G, all that stuff. Yeah, so we're about to write some of these up. We might be going for round 2 with gold. We might be going for round 2 with gold. Now GBPCHF is dropping, and the USDCHF is at the top of the daily zone. And it's kind of looking like a sell setup. I mean, look at it right underneath this level, it's dropping. So I kind of like how it's looking for a sell setup. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. 531. We're going to have that ideal entry right there. So I do kind of like how that's looking. So we might jump into this. I'm going to see if it's going to retrace a little bit more. So we can just get a better entry for a sell maybe. But I do like how that's looking. I'll probably put the stop loss like right there. Yeah, but gold is trying. So we're going to see what this next 5 minute looks like. I like how gold and Euro CAD is looking. New Zealand JPY dropping down. Yeah, so we're going to let that do its thing for a little bit. Let's not forget about Euro New Zealand, though. Move this over. Yeah, so we're just going to be patiently waiting, y'all. But I do like how gold's looking. Yeah, I like how these are looking right here. GJ is dropping back down. Yeah, so we're going to see if it's going to stay above this level. If it stay above this level here, the buy would be valid. So we're going to see. We're just going to wait and see. The GBPCHF just dropped. Yeah. It's dropping. Yeah, so we're going to wait. Got a new 5 minute about to start in about like a minute. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, I'm back. Okay, so New 5 minute just started. We see gold rejecting that level again. See EN pushing back up. Let's see what GJ is up to. GJ is rejecting, pushing back the wall. So we might jump in on that. Let's see what Eurocat is up to. Eurocat's trying to break that level. Yeah, so we might be jumping into something soon. It's kind of stuck at that wall there. But all the CHF pairs are dropping right now. We see that did an aggressive drop down. That's doing an aggressive drop. Let's see if this one's doing the same thing. Yeah, so these all are dropping heavily. So we're going to see how it reacts to this daily zone, and then what the next 5 and 15 looks like for these. CHF-JPY is still pumping up, interestingly enough. Yes, I rejected up. Yeah, so we're just gonna be patient, see if we can do it. Or not London session York. We're just gonna patient wait. But I do like how these are looking, so I'm gonna write these up. Haven't entered anything yet, y'all. Still just patiently waiting. I have a few ideas though. That thing dropped hard. Dropped hard. The EJ's pushing up as well. See what the indices are up to. Yeah, the indices look like they're trying to move as well. I was looking at, I don't know why my screen did that. Hold on. There we go. I was looking at a buy setup. This is from yesterday. Didn't enter because, again, just like gold, price just didn't do anything. Like it just stayed in place. And I don't want to trade when price is stuck at a level of price because you don't know which way is going to break out. That's why right now I'm waiting for confirmations to show me which way price is trying to break out. Now gold is trying to push up, but again, this is like the fifth 15-minute candlestick that has closed underneath this line right here. So I'm waiting to see if price can break through that. Because if price can break through that, then we can catch some pips. Let's see here. So I like how these are looking right here. That thing dropped heavy. This is still at the same level of price. I keep checking to see if it's going to break that wall, but it's not. So in a perfect world, I'd like to see a retest just so I can get a better entry. But it's kind of just been chilling stuck at this wall right here. It's attempting to break it now. So I'm going to see if it can, because this is a strong wall right here. As we can see, this rejection wick, this resistance level, nice wall here treating as support. Then the past 15 minutes, it's rejected and closed back above it. So let me see how it reacts to that level. See what oil's up to out of curiosity. So oil's red, so oil looks like it's going to try to drop down again. It's really respecting this wall right here. It barely really even touched it. It touched the 4-hour low yesterday, so that's kind of a lie. And just like last time it touched it, did a nice rejection down. We're going to see new 5-minute goals attempting to break that level again. Okay, so GJ just did that. All right, so that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Let's see if NJ doing the same thing. NJ's not doing the same thing. So let me see if it's just the GBP pairs pumping. Yeah, it looks like the GBP pairs are doing that thing where they're all pumping at the same time again. Yeah, all the GBP pairs are pumping up. So that's this wall right here. So that's definitely trying to break that level. 165.35. Yeah. So if it can stay like that, the next 15 I might enter. But it looks like it's just the GBP one doing that. It looks like all the GBP pairs. Because the past few weeks, especially this month, I've been noticing usually it's around like 4 a.m. But like there's like a certain hour like where all the GBP pairs will just pump up. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, gold's definitely trying to break that level. It's definitely trying. Let's look at the other time frames. Did I miss GBP CAD review? No, I didn't go over GC. I can if you want. I didn't go over that one though. I went over EuroCAD. Yeah, gold's definitely trying to break that level. Yeah, let me get this written up because I do like how this is looking. Yeah, so I'm gonna see what the next 15 looks like. I can pull up GBP CAD, see what it's looking like. Last I looked, it wasn't really at a good entry, so I was just leaving it alone. But let's see. Let it refresh and let's see. It's kind of in the middle of the zone for me, so I don't really like trading in the middle of the zone unless it's like on the 4-hour level. I could probably mark off a level here, but I'm just gonna leave it alone. But overall, it is bullish. Looking at the daily time frame, it's been bullish for the past few weeks. It's kind of stuck on a level of price, as you can see here by these rejection wicks. It's kind of still where it started off and where price closed at yesterday. So it could try to hit the daily zone again, which is like around like 6,300, 6,320. That's if price can continue bullish going into New York session though. The price is rejecting right now. Yeah, so I'm just looking at gold. Gold is looking nice right now. Got about 2 minutes till the next 15. Gold's looking nice. The other pairs, I'm just going to patiently wait for them to go to the levels I want them to and or show me what direction they're trying to go. See what GJ's up to. Yeah. So GJ did a nice rejection wick. So we're going to see what the next for that. We might go first, GJ. Because if we can stay above that level, we can catch about 30 pips, 30, 20 pips minimum, which isn't bad if it continues to push up this way. So we're going to see what price decides to do. Got about a minute. Yeah, I like how it's looking though. I might enter this. I'll let you know if I do though. Just thinking out loud right now. So new 15 just started. I think it's still above the daily level. It's right back underneath this level here. Did a nice rejection wick after hit the daily zone, which is a good sign. Let's see what USD CHF is looking like. This thing did retrace back up for me. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Let's go to GJ. Okay, starting off red. New Zealand JPY trying to push up. It's very interesting. I want to go for a buy. I'm not going to lie. I want to go for a buy. It's a huge imbalance. It's climbing up though. Let me see something. It's about to hit that 50. I don't know if I'm going to go for that. So it did close above this level and it's retesting it. It's a strong bar. It's very tempting to go for that. Very tempting. You see the indices are up too. Yeah, GA looks like they're kind of ranging right now, so I'm just gonna wait a little bit. I like how USD/CHF's looking low. Might go for a sell on this, so I might write that up. Whoops, let me fix that. Ungroup. Let's go on the bigger time frame. So rejected that 4-hour level, is currently above the 4-hour level. It's trying to push back up. It's got a slight level of traffic right here. Nice rejection work off the 4-hour. Huge rejection work back right here. Yeah, gold dropped back down. Yeah, so price is ranging right now. We're gonna still wait a little bit. Let's see what Eurocad's up to. Yeah, that dropped down too. Yeah, so I'm just gonna wait a little bit. No issue waiting. So while we're waiting, I'm gonna write some of this stuff down. So just in case things do pop off, I can just post the trade ideas and stuff like that. Yeah, since I'm quiet, that's what I'm doing. I'm just typing some stuff up. And then, type some more pairs. Y'all want me to look at some more pairs? Because these are just the main pairs I like to trade, but there's plenty of charts out there. Entry. So, respecting this level so far. New 5-minute digit start. Already got gold written up. Yeah, that thing's struggling. Yeah, it looks like a reach today so far. Looks like a repeat of yesterday. The USD pairs have really just been just chilling in place. In place. Yeah, so I'm still going to wait for that to come down some more, because I still want to look for a sell setup on that. CAD is trying to push back up. Going to wait to see if it's. CHF looks like it's dropping. Okay, so it's at a good entry. Kind of came back to the wall of price I went into to. New 5 minutes rejecting down some. Do like that. Just rejected this level here. Got a wall right here. Just rejected this wall right here. Yep, the other pairs are red and dropping. It's very interesting. Yeah, so just gonna be patiently waiting. Going to be a little bit slower start compared to yesterday, but that happens sometimes. Every day is a little bit different. But this is definitely respecting this level. So I am very tempted to jump in on this. I'm not going to lie to you. Let me see what the other JPY pairs are up to. Pushing back up as well. Let's see what this is doing. Yeah, this is pushing back up as well. So we got like a wall right here. I'm going to mark that off right there. Okay, so I want to see IREX to that level right there. I kind of want to put it 194, 35. I'm going to put it there for now. Yeah, I like how it's trying to push back up. So depending on what the next fight on these, we for the JPY pairs as of now at least. So let me write these up. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Gold just did a rejection. Yeah, so gold is definitely trying. Definitely trying. EuroCAD is trying as well. Yeah, the GP pairs are just pushing up. Yeah, I just rejected that level. Yeah, so let me write this up because I like how this is looking. $95.20. I like how that's doing this thing right there. So I'm going to put this up a little bit. 9565. There we go. Yeah, I like how I just did that though. Yeah, so we might be jumping into some trades soon. New 5 minute just started. EuroCAD just broke back above that level. Gold just did a nice rejection wick. Yeah. So we're going to see if we can jump into something on this next 15. But I like how gold just did that. I ain't going to lie, I like how gold just did that. Yeah, so we're going quiet. Let's go on writing some stuff up. Yeah, it's a nice rejection wick. So we can stay above that level. We might enter some things right here. So Euro Cat SL, I'm looking at, we can say 39.85. Round that down a little bit, 39.85. It's about like 100 pip stop loss. But I do like how these are looking right here. Yeah, I like how these are looking right here. Nice rejection wick. Yes, I like how USDCHF's looking. I like how EuroCat and gold's looking. So we're gonna see what this next 15 looks like. That's about to pop out in 3 minutes. And if it tries to break through these levels, well, gold's already trying it. Yeah, I like how this is looking right here. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait for the next 15, but this is definitely a good sign here. Did a nice retest. Did a lot of retests. So I want to see it break through these levels the next candlestick. Oh, it's already trying to do it. It's already trying to do it. That's a good sign. So I'm going to write these up. I'm still going to wait for the next candlestick. I do how these are looking right here. Yeah, I like how EuroCAD and gold's looking. Whoops. Yeah, we're about to enter some stuff. Yep, things are starting to get moving. We're about to enter some stuff. Okay, but yeah, so I'm typing this stuff out. We're about to enter some stuff this next candlestick. Let's see here. Gonna do this. Gonna do that. Yes, I'm more quiet. So I'm typing some stuff up real quick. Yeah, but I like how both of these are looking right here. GJ, nice rejection wick. All right, so we got 10 seconds. So I'm gonna pay attention to gold. Yeah, this definitely looks like it's about to try to make the move right now. Euro news in a few. Is there Euro news in a few? Let's see. What's today? The Euro news should have already went. Well, we got some at 3:55. Yeah, there's some Euro news, but honestly, news, I don't really care about the news. I just pay attention and mindful to the red folder news. But for the most part, the way I have these levels marked off, it doesn't really matter too much. But we're about to jump into some things, y'all. Yeah, we're about to jump into some things. So I'm in gold. I just posted the TPs and stuff in the free Telegram. Make sure to click that first link. But I do like how this is looking. I did just jump into that. EuroCAD. I like how that's looking too. Not gonna lie. So I'm gonna jump in on this too. So I'm in EuroCAD, I'm in gold. That's the only two I'm in right now. GJ's tempting. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna enter this too. I'm gonna enter USDCHF. Because they're definitely trying to do something. So we're gonna see if we can drop some more. So I'm only in 3 trades right now. I'm just gonna let these ride out. I'm about to type the TPs. So this one in gold I put in the free Telegram. EuroCAD I put for the members only. These are the only trades I am in currently. I'm looking at GJ and stuff like that, but I'm just gonna leave those alone honestly for now. But I'm in gold and I'm in EuroCAD. So I'm gonna see if EuroCAD can break that level. And then I'm in USDCHF. So I'm about to type the TPs and stuff for these. Yeah, so let me mark some of these levels off. Okay, cool. 94, 94, 90s right there. Yeah, so we're going to see if price can break this stuff right here. All right, so we're going to let these ride out. These are the only ones I'm in for now. Gold is pumping. Shaw should be blue on that. EuroCAD, I think, is the only one that's kind of chilling right now. But we're just going to let that do its thing for now and see if it can break that level. Let's go back to GJ. Yeah, I'm just going to leave that alone. I'm just going to leave that alone for now. I'm not going to lie. Let's go back to Euro New Zealand, though. Yes, I want to look for Euro New Zealand sell. So I'm just going to wait to see if it breaks the level. But if it breaks back above this level, I could go for a scout setup buy-wise on Euro New Zealand as well. So I'm not going to knock that out completely. But for like the full move, like the full move and just to follow the trend and direction price is going, it makes sense to go for a sell setup. But price is rejecting that daily level. But it could come back down later on or later in New York session, later on during London or New York session. So for now, I'm just going to watch it, just observe it for now. So I'm only in 3 trades. We're in gold, which is pumping. Y'all should be blue and gold. And then we're in EuroCAD, which is kind of chilling in place right now. And then we're in USDCHF, which is dropping. I'm about to hit the first TP. Yeah, so we're just going to let these trades ride up. But it's about to hit the first TP. For that, gold, it's about to hit TP2. So let's go ahead and change this to 17. 6. Let me see if we can hit that level. It's knocked out these highs, which is good. It's currently above this level here. So we're going to see if we can break and continue to push up. And then go from there. Your cat's just chilling up, but that's fine. We're going to leave that alone. USDCHF. Whoops, I messed up on the USD CHF. That's not accurate. I'm fixing the TPs on that. Fixing the TPs on that. There we go. So the first TP did good, just hit. And those that isn't your first stream, you already know how the TPs work, but this is your first time watching the stream, make sure to read that disclaimer that I posted in the free Telegram explaining how everything works and goes down. Because when a TP gets hit, it's either going to reject or break through that level. Not every TP is going to get hit all the time. Now, we had multiple trades yesterday hit every TP, but there are days when every TP doesn't get hit. So do keep that in mind. Gold, y'all should be nice and blue on that. Y'all should be up at least 100 pips. Y'all entered before the new 15. Y'all should be up more. But I just personally like to wait till the candlestick closes before I enter anything. GJ is tempting. I'm just going to leave it alone for now. Yeah, so y'all should be blue on USD CHF and gold. Only one I shouldn't be blue on as of now is EuroCAD. Y'all might be slightly blue, but y'all should be flickering. It's still at entry, basically. Since gold's pumping, let's see if oil's dropping. It did drop some. I'm going to leave that alone for now. It's not a good entry, especially oil. Depending on your broker, has a big spread and stuff like that. So I'm just going to let that do its thing for now. So since USD CHF dropping, let's see what the other y'all see. So this one's back at this level here. Let's see what GBPJPY's up to. Yeah, so that's back at the daily zone as well. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, we could have entered earlier, but again, like if y'all watched some of my streams before, you'll see like literally it'll look like it's trying to do something, and as soon as that candlestick closes, a new 5 and a new 15 starts, it'll just reject and stuff like that. So just to be more safe and careful with putting your money in the markets, you just want to wait for the candlestick to close. Because it's important when the candlestick goes, but it's more important where it closes. Like, remember, this was a red candlestick at first, did a nice dump, hit this level, then rejected back up. We could have entered off that level. The main reason why I waited is because we entered based off price staying above this level yesterday, but price did not move at all yesterday. Like, it literally just was stuck. So I wanted to be extra certain that price could continue to push up, which would be the next wall right here, which is why we just waited for that. But right there, we could have been up 200 pips right now. But it's the middle of the week. We're up for the week. Rather be safe than sorry. So no issue there. Now, GJ, we could have entered that. We could be up right now, too. We could be up like 10, 15-ish pips. I kind of like how it's looking, not going to lie. It's very tempting. We don't got to jump into every pair. But since New Zealand JPY is kind of following suit, I might enter one of the correlating pairs, to be honest, instead of GJ. I might just do one of the correlating pairs. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I don't like that setup. I don't like that. I like NJ's setup better. So now I'm just looking to see what the other correlating pairs are up to. Yeah, Euro JPY is shot all the way back up. Then looking to the left, we can see gold is above this body of price right here. So we got a new 5 minute that just started. We'll see if it can break this before the next 15. I'd like to see it explode up, but most likely won't do that until closer to New York. But broke out of this range, which is a good sign. Definitely a good sign. So out of curiosity, let's see what the indices are up to. See if they're doing anything. Yeah, it's just like, just look at these candlesticks, like no movement, like no volume, stuck in place. Even with SPX, if we zoom in, like these are tiny candlesticks, especially for indices and futures, whatever you want to call them, like nothing going down. So we're gonna just keep an eye on those. We might just leave those alone until closer to New York, when volume was to start to pick up, before the red folder news goes down. But it looks like it might be just staying here until the next 15. So we're gonna see if it can break through those levels. But of course, like I said before, not every TP is gonna get hit. So whenever you're happy with your profits, do close. Or if you're not confident it's gonna keep going up, don't just hold because there's more TPs. Secure your profits. Secure your profits. Never let your screen turn red, especially when multiple TPs got hit. Like I said before, when TP gets on respect, it's either going to reject or break through. It went a little bit past the TP, went like 3 pips past TP1, and now it's rejecting. But honestly, that is fine. I'm about to put the next TP down. That's honestly fine though. What's the next one? I think it is. What's the next TP? Is this right here? Yeah. So we're going to see what the next 15 looks like, and then we're going to go from there. Yeah, but gold's pumping back up last minute. I want to see if we can hit TP. What you call it? TP2 before I end the stream. Yeah, but we're probably just gonna be chilling on these trades until New York. I might be looking at the JPY pairs still. Yeah, we could have entered that. Yeah, we could have entered that. Yeah, we could have entered that. We could still enter this right here. Not gonna lie. So stop loss for this. 85.95, which ain't too bad. Could probably honestly a little bit lower. 85.85. Just give it some extra wiggle room. Yeah, but we could have entered GJ. It's all good. We're blue on some other trades. All right, so that thing, let me see if that hit it, because that looked really close to hitting TP2. Let me see if it hit it on my broker. No, it missed about like 20 pips. It's close. It almost hit it. It's real close. We got 5 seconds to the next 15. I want to see this hit it before that, but it looks like it's not going to do it. It was definitely close, though. Definitely close. Looking back down. Looks like we're about to hit TP2 on this. It's definitely trying. We're like 2 pips off from hitting TP2 on USDCHF. Let's see what this new NJ. Yeah, I like this right here. So I might post New Zealand JPY. I do like this right here. It can definitely come up to 86.50, 86.55 if it continues to pump up. It's just not just being a little bit picky, but still a high probability could do that. It's just not an ideal entry, so I might not post it. But if anyone wants to enter this, of course, don't just enter because I'm saying it. If you see what I'm seeing or you believe it's going to do it, then enter. But the stop loss, I'm looking at like, you say 85.90, 85.85. but I do see it potentially coming to 86.50, 86.55 if it can break this wall right here that's currently out to hit. Yeah, so we could enter GJ because it was showing signs with these rejection wicks. I was just hesitant because it got stuck there, but we could have entered that. But it's all good. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. We're in some other trades that are blue. You miss opportunities all the time where you're asleep, looking at other charts, whatever the case may be. And the goal isn't to jump into every opportunity. It's just to the trades you do jump into, of course, be quality trades and you make money off of those. The goal isn't to jump into every trade you see. But of course, I'm still going to break down, that we could have entered that. But I'm chilling off these. But yeah, that thing's already pumping. It's heading towards that. But I'm just going to be chilling with these trades right here. If y'all into these trades, y'all made some money or y'all learned something from this, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Yes, right there where I'm waving the mouse. Playmaker. If you want to hit me up directly, ask me any questions, you can hit me up on Instagram. Or if you join the free Telegram, first link description, you can hit me up by just clicking right here where it says playbook. And then right there, you can hit me up on Telegram. But this is how we did yesterday. Let me move this out the way. Yeah, so we hit TP2 on gold. We're making some money. We're up like 200, 300 pips on gold. But this is how we did yesterday. GBP New Zealand, the first entry was 194 pips. GBPCHF, TP6 got hit, caught 48 pips. GBPAUD caught 81 pips. GBP New Zealand, the second entry caught 89 pips. Then gold, which was this buy, SL got hit, but we're making that back up right now. Gold is pumping. And again, this happens a lot of the time. So never get discouraged if SL gets hit because you could possibly just wasn't ready. Okay, we see this happen. This has happened with oil before. We caught some trades with oil. SL got hit. Then the next day we went back for it, made some, what I'm saying? I'm trying to show you a quick example of that. Like this one. We went for a sell, price retraced back up. Waited for it to come back to entry. Just made that money back from the previous day. Same thing with GBPCHF. On my broker, one of my brokers, SL got hit. Speaking of which, that thing's pumping back up. So I wonder if USDCHF is doing the same. No, it's not, but GBPCHF is pumping. So it could just be the GP pairs pumping. Because again, like I was saying before, I've been noticing like around 4 a.m. GBP just be pumping like insanely. So that's tempting to jump in as well. So I might just keep a look at that. May or may not enter that. But anyways, came down here, was in drawdown all day on Monday. Next morning on the live stream, came back up, broke about the daily. Entered this, caught like 50 pips. And then all those trades we entered yesterday, we did call and enter live. I think the only one we didn't enter live was gold. But all the other, I think we entered that one live too. We'll enter all those live. So make sure to check out yesterday's live stream. Let's check out gold. So next TP is, let's see what the next TP is. 1762. Yeah, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. I had a video that I was supposed to drop yesterday, but I didn't like how it turned out. I'm not a perfectionist, but I still want to have my videos be kind of decent or turn out the way I want. So I'm redoing it, re-editing it, and it's going to drop today. Out of curiosity, before we end the stream, I just want to see. Okay, so now these are trying to make a move. Interesting. I might keep an eye on that. I'm probably just going to chill with these trades right here. Let's see what EuroCAD's up to. Yeah, so EuroCAD is the only one that hasn't hit any TPs yet, but that's fine. I'm about to write those TPs up because, matter of fact, I don't think I wrote those up. But I just want to look at these other pairs. Yep, sure enough, price did hit that level. So if anyone entered that, you could make some money there. We could enter that too, but again, we're making money on other trades. We could have been up on that one too. But like I said before, you don't have to jump into every trade. But TP2 just got hit for USD/CHF. Actually, hold on. That's a lie. I wrote the wrong thing down. No, it's right. I just wrote the wrong thing down on while I was doing the TPs. I was typing too quick. So I'm fixing them right now. There we go. So TP2 just got hit. So we are making some money, but that just shows y'all that there's literally opportunities everywhere. Like we just missed 2 opportunities, but we're still making money on these other ones. Yeah, we could have entered those. But honestly, I'm chilling on these right here. So I'm gonna keep it on the indices as well, but I'm probably gonna stay out of those until closer to New York. Let's see what GC's up to. Yeah, so GC is moving completely different from USD/CHF. Let me see what Euro/CHF is doing. Euro/CHF pushed back up as well. So USD/CHF is the only CHF pair that is dropping, which is interesting. Yeah, all the other ones are pushing up and looking like solid buy setups, which is interesting. Hey, this is working in our favor. We're about to hit TP3, so I ain't gonna question it. But again, like literally, those are opportunity setups too. Like these are all meeting the rules I have. We could be up on this as well because this is meeting the rules and it's pushing up. Like there's literally opportunities everywhere. Like we just saw like 3 other opportunities that we could have jumped in on. We could have jumped in GJ, NJ, this right here, New Zealand CHF. There's literally opportunities everywhere. Which is why if you missed a trade, like we could have been up on this, but it's all good. Which is why if you missed the opportunity, don't miss a trade. Just either wait for a retracement because price is going to retrace eventually, or just pull up another pair and you'll be able to make some money. And I hope this stream shows y'all that. Yeah, so we're going to just let this ride out. Yeah, I just fixed them. Yeah, I was typing fast because I had it written up before I entered. And then when I posted, I realized like my entry was inaccurate and all that stuff. So I fixed that. So I'm about to put the TPs for EuroCAD. After I get off the stream, I'm gonna write those up for EuroCAD. Let's see if we can break that level. Because this trade is still valid until SL gets hit. But yeah, I'm gonna type the TPs for EuroCAD in a second. Yeah, so this is pumping. USD/CHF is dumping. Yeah, these are pushing up as well. Yeah, so it just hit that level that I was talking about. Yeah, so we're gonna enter those. We're gonna make some money on those too. But it is all good. It is all good. So we're two for 1 right now. We're 2 for 1 right now. We're still ain't bad. All right, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe, y'all. And I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow in the London session stream.